I watched you. Watched you mask your embarrassment with the fact you hadn't slept in days. I hurt for you. Realizing there was nothing I can do to take your pain away. I prayed for you. Hoping that my requests wouldn't be allowed to stray. I know I'm not perfect, but I need God to answer these requests I make today. I was angered at the fact that people could laugh at you. Never once acknowledging the fact that the things you had been through, those heartless people pointed fingers and played with your mind, and just because you were weak, you fell for it each and every time, and I hated you. Hated you because you couldn't do nothing but allow them to mistreat you. Not realizing that you were created in the image of God, you let this enemy defeat you, and for a minute I had to remember what it was like to be you. To walk in your shoes. To have worked so hard for something and still be able to lose. To satisfy your physical needs, you settle for being mentally or physically abused. Degrade yourself for currency as long as it kept them amused. You see, I too, and know you're hurt and I'm aware of your pain. Have you struggled despite your muscle but still are feeling the strain? But through it all you find a way to maintain you have nothing. But out of your mouth you still say I won't complain. And I cry for you. Cry because I can't personally save you myself. I mean, what's having money if you're not willing to help? Instead of worrying about others, people only worry about self. See, I choose hard any day over monetary wealth. You see, I am them. So it's easy for me to feel their pain. Although they may not have a voice, that life still speaks through my veins. And I hope what I say is something people choose to retain, so I'll speak for those who are homeless and have to sleep on the trains. Just because they don't have much, don't confuse us with inadequate. Money comes to everyone, we just don't have it yet. But through personal experience, there are things we choose to never forget, like how our everyday reality keeps us living in constant regret. Although we may not have food and barely have shoes on our feet, and we can't find a home, so we live on the street. You can find something from every homeless person you meet, because as long as there's air in our lungs that God gave us, then our life is complete. That's why I cry for my people lost to the struggles of life. Who deal with the daily stress of living life right. Who's unsure of where's the next place they lay their head at night. Who struggle to feed their children though they try with all their might. See, it's because of you that I have this reason to write. You see, I know your pain. You feel like you're losing everything and there's nothing left to gain. Praying for sunshine and all you get is rain. Every thought of you running through my brain, you see, I feel your stress. Wanting so much more in life, but only giving less. You've been studying life so long, but still can't pass this test. Questioning is life worth living for, contemplating taking your final rest. You see, I've been in your shoes. No happy days, my life had me singing the blues. Giving life all I had till I was feeling the shoes. I had to fight with all my might, they had me feeling abused. You see, I'm feeling it too. Pushed in the corner, not knowing what to do. Not knowing who to trust because everyone seemed untrue. So this is why I cry for you. See, if I could bear your pain so you can live again, then I'd die for you. Because I know in death comes new life. And although I may not live to see it, I know you have that chance to live like twice. And maybe this time life for you will be nice, and if not, then maybe to be suffice. You see, I pray for you daily. I remember days on my knees asking God to come and save me because the path I was traveling on was rugged and wavy, but since he came into my life, now my life is so elating. No longer am I waiting on the next move. Got faith and perseverance and a whole lot to prove. I bounce to a new beat, but now God provides the groove. Don't need an MP3, y'all. He's my personal iTunes. So this goes out to you who struggle with this thing called life. Just do what I did and turn your life to Christ. Now I'm not perfect, I'll fall short at times, but many of us do. But they say it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up that shows what God can do. So this goes out to you. That's that piece.